Some people say that this strategy is just too Jurassic to compete. I tell them they dino what they're talking about. Get it? You guys like that? That one was good. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more content like this, then go ahead and Ultimate Conductor Tyranno that subscribe button. But more importantly, you can Jirac Alio that notification bell because we just too strong. Without further ado, I present to you a competitive True King Dinosaur deck profile. But wait, there's more. There are going to be 2 more deck profiles inside of this video, so sit tight, stay tuned, and get ready for a Jurassic World. Alright guys, so starting off with the monsters of the True King build, 1 copy of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, 1 copy of Overtex Qualitas. These are the boss monsters of the deck. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is a game winner on his own right, being able to be special summoned by banishing 2 dinosaur monsters and being able to flip all of your opponent's monsters face down that obviously aren't linked, and then being able to attack all of your opponent's monsters, send them to the graveyard, and inflict 1,000 damage for each card. This card is a one-hitter quitter on his own. Overtex Qualitas is the new card from the Extreme Force set, and when it's sent to the graveyard, we get to add a pill card from our deck to our hand, and also it can special summon itself by returning 5 banished dinosaur monsters to the deck. Also, it can destroy a monster on the field to negate the activation of a card effect and destroy it. These cards are game enders on their own right. The reason why we only play 1 and 1 is because this isn't as important to this strategy as it is to the other 2 strategies, as it will cause inconsistency in clogs, but that's it for them. For the medium dinosaurs, these are like the you guys saw the Tyrannosaurus Rex in the giant bird thingy. What you guys are gonna see, the Velociraptors and okay, I'm terrible at naming dinosaurs. Let's just get to the next part. The smaller dinosaurs, the level 4 guys, 3 copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor, 1 copy of Megalomasher X, 1 copy of Giant Rex, and 1 copy of Meshalaniasaurus. This might make me think of the Thesaurus of dinosaur monsters because you got a dark, it's like a Thesaurus. Okay, whatever. I guess that went over your head, sir, but whatever, or skulls. Soul Eating Oviraptor is amazing in this deck. When it's normal summoned or special summoned, you can take a dinosaur monster and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. It works amazing with Qualitas because you can send the Qualitas to the graveyard to add a big pill from your deck to your hand to summon your Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, but it's normally used to add a dinosaur monster to your hand to gain more advantage. Furthermore, it can destroy a dinosaur monster you control or on the field, actually, to special summon a dinosaur monster in your graveyard. Megalomasher X is very important inside of this strategy for a very big combo that Dark Link showed me on Dueling Book. I'll show you that combo a little later, but other than that, it's a 2,000 attack water monster. It's pretty good. 0 defense, not that bad. I guess it's the jaws of life. 1 copy of Giant Rex. Now, while it isn't the biggest Rex that we have in the deck, it can Rex your opponent's life points. No? Alright, well, it can attack directly, but when it's banished, it's special summon, also very important for another combo. And then Meshalaniasaurus is the Meshalania's bones that we can use to special summon dinosaur monsters from our deck. And it's our only built-in hand trap that allows us to protect all our dinosaur monsters from our opponent's card effects. So that's it for the medium-sized dinosaurs. Now for the baby dinos that just hatched. 3 copies of Baby Saurus, 2 copies of Petitriodon, 1 copy of Jirac Dino, and 1 copy of Jirac Alio. Now, you guys should be pretty used to the Baby Saurus, Petitriodon, and Jirac Alio, but I'll go over them anyways. Both these monsters, when they're destroyed, you get to special summon a dinosaur monster from your deck to your side of the field. The best thing about this is that these monsters do not miss timing, but even more importantly, Baby Saurus allows you to special summon the level 4s and lower. Petitriodon must special summon 4s and higher, so Petitriodon isn't that great, especially seeing that the monster special summoned by Petitriodon can't attack, but still, nonetheless, it's a really good card. Baby Saurus is the bread and butter of this deck, especially with the Dragonic diagrams. Now, I did want to run Dragoran in this deck because it can be special summoned by Petitriodon, and it is a target for our Link monster, but I didn't have room, and I don't think it's, you know, the best card in the world. Nah, it's pretty good. I just didn't have room. Jirac Dino is a new addition to this deck, and I've actually gained its effect 1 time. in my dream. Basically, during the end phase, if it destroyed a monster by battle, you contribute a Jirac monster. Haha, we actually have another one to draw 2 cards. But more importantly, it's a level 3 dinosaur tuner. You're going to need that for the combo. And then Jirac Aleo is the level 1 tuner that you can special summon to use out of the field through the effects of Miscellaneous Ceres. That is it for the dinosaur monsters that we run into the deck. Now for the True Kings. True. 3 copies of Agnizamit, the True King Vanisher, and 2 copies of True King Balsoltros, the Fathomer. Now, I hope I'm saying these cards' name right, because they're easily the monsters to ruin the dino world by destroying the dinosaur monsters. They probably were the reason why dinosaurs extinct, because as long as they're destroying a water or fire monster respectively, they can destroy an additional monster to summon themselves. If Vanisher destroyed 2 fire monsters, you can banish a card your opponent controls. If Balsoltros destroyed 2 water monsters, you can banish your opponent's back row. Now, those effects that I just told you happen on resolution, so your opponent can't respond to those effects since they are the resolution of the effects. Furthermore, if they're destroyed, Vanisher allows you to add 1 non-fire worm monster from your graveyard to your hand, and Balsoltros special summons 1 non-water worm from your deck to your side of the field. So they work in tandem really well, being able to add and special summon each other. 1 copy of Mare, because I see what you did there. Okay, all right, that's pretty bad. But this card is also really important from the combo, up to thrice per turn. I haven't really heard that in any other Yu-Gi-Oh card. You can reduce this card's level to special summon a token. It's really important, and that will be revealed later. So that's it for the worm monsters we play. We do play 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, one of the best hand traps. If you guys cannot afford Ash Blossoms and Joyous Spring, well, today's your lucky day, because Effect Veiler and Ghost Ogre effectively do a good job as well. 3 copies of Psyframe Gear Gamma. This card is pretty mandatory in the deck. Obviously, the 1 Psyframe driver, mainly because all of our spell cards search and they're Ash Blossom prone. So the Gamma is pretty good for not being disrupted, seeing that this deck really does need its spell card activations to go off. So that's it for the hand traps at 28 monsters. For spells, there's 14. 3 copies of Dragonic Diagram. This card is nutty, destroying your monsters when you need them and searching those True King cards to extend your combos. Essentially, Diagram, a True King and a baby is a very monstrous board, and even a Diagram and a baby is a pretty good board, as well as crippling your opponent's resources. 1 copy of the Lost World. This card's also nasty good. It's a really good card inside of this deck, because not only is it another field spell card, so it allows us to use set rotation, its effects are pretty nice, reducing the attack of all non-dinosaur monsters, but even more importantly, destroying dinosaur monsters in our deck and providing tokens for us to destroy, so this card can protect to destroy other cards. So it's a pretty damn good card. And then lastly, Pseudospace, 2 copy Diagram or Lost World from the graveyard. That's going to be wrapping up the field spell cards. Of course, we play the 1 set rotation and the 3 copies of Terraforming to search our field spells. To the spells, we play 3 copies, or I'm sorry, to the non-field spell related spells, we play 3 copies of Fossil Dig, search that dinosaur monster that we need from our deck to our hand, 1 copy of Double Evolution Pill. This is the pill you're going to be searching when Overtext Qualitas is sent to the graveyard, and then Monster Reborn, because, I mean, it's free. So that is it for the main deck. At 42 cards, 14 spells, 28 monsters. For the extra deck, we're going to get through it pretty quickly. 1 copy of True King of All Calamities, 1 copy of Phantom Fortress Interplanar. These are your rank 9s. You can make rank 9 pretty easily. Say that you play 5 rank 9s in multiple ways to synchro into 9. Evil Sorlagia, Evil Sordolka, Tornado Dragon. I'm still trying to figure out where this card's arms like really go. Like, do they end? Do they stop? Where's the high ground and the low ground? Why is this card a wind monster? Why can't he? If he fights a water monster, does he become Hurricane Dragon? But we're not going to get into that. 1 Link Spider. This card's actually really important because of the normal monsters that we play. Decode Talker, Styling and Profiling. And the thing I do like about this deck is that it can play all 3 Mrs. Radiant, Miss Starboy, and Dual Little Chimera with ease inside of this deck. Now, unfortunately, Dual Little isn't a super rare, but hopefully we'll get that. For the synchros, Yazi, Cloud Castle, Notoria Beast, High Speed Roy Tramvara, and Trishula. And that is it for the extra deck. No side deck, because I'm going to be showing you guys so many other profiles. Now, for the people that can't afford you know, what you guys just seen. I understand diagrams are kind of expensive. Let's go to a more budget route. What you will be doing is dropping quite a few cards and morphing this deck into a completely different deck. And this time around, if you guys just so happen to have your Shaddoll monsters, well, I guess you're going to be doling up for a really, really fun deck profile. As soon as I find my Shaddoll monsters, I think I'll be able to show you what we're going to take out and put in. Oh, wait, here they are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the first deck profile. Now, how we're going to do the next two deck profiles is going to be just a little different, mainly because, A, we're kind of squeezed for time. I'm not going to show you every little card in here, like, you know, card by card. I'm not going to go over the entirety of the deck profile, mainly because I've already went over it. So we're going to identify what cards that we can't afford and what cards we're going to take out for this new deck profile. Now, obviously, we're going to take out the most expensive cards, and that's going to be the Dragonic Diagrams. We're actually going to take out all of our field spells. Every single one of them. We're going to take out the Drivers, the Ash Blossoms, just assuming that we can't afford them. We don't need that. We don't need that. We actually don't need any of that for the deck profile I'm going to show you. We don't need that. We don't need that or that. So I'm leaving you guys quite with a small engine left over. And you guys are like, dang, TheCaliEffect, this doesn't even resemble what we were just playing. Well, what we're going to add it with is Shaddolls. And if you guys already have your Shaddolls, then congratulations. The deck might not be as expensive as you guys seen. So 3 copies of Armageddon Knight. I'm going to breeze through this relatively fast because we don't have all the time. Armageddon Knight allows you to send Overtext Qualitas from your deck to your graveyard. That's the most important card of the deck because Qualitas allows you to add a big pill from your deck to your hand. And keep in mind, Shaddoll monsters are spellcasters. Your Dinosaur monsters are Dinosaur. So every time you fusion summon, you can send Qualitas, or you can have a spellcaster monster and a Dinosaur monster to make your Dinosaur monsters you need to your side of the field. So of course, we're going to run 2 copies of Qualitas and then 2 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Those are the non-Shaddoll cards that you will be adding in additionally to your deck. Now for the Shaddoll monsters, you're going to be running 3 copies of Shaddoll Beast, 3 copies of Shaddoll Squamata, 2 copies of Shaddoll Hedgehog, 1 Shaddoll Dragon, and 1 Shaddoll Falco. Now, the biggest thing behind this deck is, again, we want to be able to abuse the effect of double evolution pill, my apologies, to be able to special summon a Dinosaur monster from our deck to our side of the field all the time. The Shaddoll monsters do a really good job of not only providing a really powerful fusion monster inside of Shaddoll Winda or, you know, Sheki Naga, or even El Shaddoll Grista to our side of the field, but it also allows us to make Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, which works really well in tandem with our Shaddoll monsters, because once they're destroyed through the effects of Tyranno, they gain their effects as well. So that's pretty damn dope. For the spell cards, we run 2 copies of the Double Evolution Pill. Gee, really searchable. Think about this. Between your Armageddon Knights and your Overreactors, you're going to be sending Qualitas to your graveyard quite often, which is going to give you access to the Evolutionary Pill as often as you need. You don't want to clog with this card. 3 copies of Shaddoll Fusion. This card is actually the best fucking fusion card ever, because if your opponent controls a monster in the extra deck, you can send the Overtext Qualitas to your graveyard through Shaddoll Fusion as a part of your fusion summon for Winda, and then gain Qualitas effect. 3 copies of El Shaddoll Fusion. This is going to be your OTK card and allowing you to basically do whatever you want with your opponent and swing for a lot of damage. It's also another fusion card to summon what you need. 1 copy of Foolish Burial and Reinforcement of the Army. Army is for the Armageddon Knight, and Foolish Burial is for whatever card you need in your spot situation. Now, obviously, your extra deck has to change. I'm going to leave that up to you to change your extra deck how you want to. But you want Grist in your extra deck, you want Windas in your extra deck, and you want Sheki Nagas in your extra deck because you are running a fusion extra deck. The rest, I'm going to leave it up to you. Okay, I'm not Chris Brown, but I thought I did a pretty good job. All right, guys, so now we're going to get to the people, for the people that can't afford the Shaddolls or the True King. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit up my Patreon because you guys love me so much for doing all this research. So basically, for the people that can't afford either or, I know Shaddolls can be kind of expensive because of the, you know, how they went up in price. So what you're going to do is you're going to address the very simplistic basics of the Dino engine. So we're going to run 3 Overreactor, the Miscellaneousaurus, the Jurac Dino, the Ultimate Conductor Tyrannos, and where is that last card? Of course, we're going to run the babies because they work so well how the deck operates. Let me get them babies for you. You're going to run the 3 baby Saris and that's actually it. I think that's it. I'm probably the Giant Rex if you guys feel like it, but you're going to run that as your core, and you're just going to go straight to Dino Rabbit. I know, right? Dino Rabbit's pretty fun to play. So in Dino Rabbit, of course, you're going to have your rabbits out. You're also going to play a crap ton of normal monsters inside of the Cabazulus, Sabersaurus, and of course 3 Megalomasher X. I know that there's 2 right now, but that was used for the other deck profile, and that's going to solidify you always having normal monsters to summon with Rescue Rabbit, as well as giving you targets for your unexpected dies to special summon normal monsters to your side of the field. Now, you're going to go right back to your field spell cards, and you're just going to play 3 copies of Lost World, which are 3 terraforming, and that's going to make the deck a lot more powerful because Lost World not only protects your normal monsters, but allows you to destroy your babies from your deck to spell summon more normal monsters to your side of the field. That couples really well with your back row negation through Solemn Strike, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, but even more importantly, one of the most dangerous trap cards for dinos is Survival's In. Now, you guys can play Torrential Tributes if you guys can't afford Solemn Strikes, and that actually might be a really, really cheap, really budget Dino Rabbit deck profile. So I think we got to all levels of budget. I think we touched on every single base, and I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I love dinos, one of my favorite decks. So go ahead and give this video a like if you guys want to see this in action. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.